I am seeing this everywhere with the super skinny. And like obviously over the past couple years, we've gone from like kind of the health craze to like the GLPs to then like, okay, everyone hates those. So we're gonna do like the strong girly. And now we're back to like early 2000s. Like if you weigh 120 pounds, you're obese. And it's all over the place. It was everywhere, like during the Oscars and awards season.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this current body type craze, at least for, the elites?
Okay. I think that it's important to recognize as millennials, we grew up with a specific body type that we were told was perfection, the one to aspire to. And, I would be lying if I said that that didn't affect me long term. I mean, to this day, it has affected me because of what we saw in movies and on magazines and the advice we would get. I mean, as women, we're conditioned anyways to be, palatable for the patriarchy. So, and there's a lot of commentary around like, they want us skinny so that we're not strong, so that we can't fight. And while I agree with that in many, many ways, I also am very much a person, especially working in beauty and adjacent to fashion, that I've always thought to myself, I never want to comment on somebody's looks. I think Joan Rivers was able to do Fashion Police, and she's probably the only person that will ever be able to do Fashion Police. It's why it hasn't come back.
Well, she just had the perfect amounts of like self awareness and like what's the word? Like she would like self-deprecating,
and she's
nature
a comedian.
to her. And she's a comedian, yeah.
She's a comedian, and nobody took what she had to say super seriously when it came to fashion, right? It wasn't like she was the end all be all of what the best fashion is. But I've always said to myself, when I see people ranking looks after award shows and stuff like that, like, okay, either you're criticizing somebody when they felt their best, or you're criticizing somebody who already feels like shit and they don't feel like they look good. So like, where is the win there? I don't think that, that's a net positive either way. So when it comes to the body conversation, I've always kind of kept tight-lipped about it. I think Chadwick Boseman was like a big wake-up call for people.
That's exactly what I was just thinking about, yeah.
And I never want, and especially women, like we learned from Chadwick Boseman, but then we still have people now commentating on women's bodies about how they're too thin and how this is a problem, and as if they're doing it on purpose. Maybe they are, but maybe they aren't. And we don't know what those people are actually going through behind the scenes with an intense amount of scrutiny on their public image at any given point. So I also think it's interesting that for women, your body is an endorsement of something. I think that's absolutely crazy. Whether your body is bigger or smaller or strong or weak, just by living, you are endorsing something by being. I don't like that. I think it's weird. So, of course, there are people that have gotten on GLP-1s that don't need them, right? That don't need to lose weight. But I also have seen the conversation where, these influencers that made a lot of money off of being bigger or plus size or body positive, I think that's probably like the term that comes to mind the most, have lost a significant amount of weight now. And then people are like, was your whole platform a fraud? And it's a worthy debate, right? Like, okay, you told me that you were happy with your body like this and you were accepting of your body like this, but then when you got the opportunity, you did lose the weight. So what is that really saying? But I always go back to like this nuance of, but it's their body.
Yeah.
And they're allowed to do whatever they want with it.